subscriber named Judge Dredd who requested I read the Winnie the Pooh little golden book that came in the haul that I got the other day. And since it's just one book, I thought I would also do a coloring page of some of the main characters in the story. Now, I've already gone in, like it says for Judge Dredd, I've gone in with a fine point Sharpie and a regular Sharpie and outlined everything because I didn't think it stood out enough. So, and let me preface this. I let my child borrow my colored pencils, my good color pencils, so be prepared to see some sad little colored pencils, okay? And I have all 4 dogs myself because my son just got his driver's license yesterday and he and my daughter wanted to go together somewhere. And it's just me and the 4 dogs, so, and one of them wants in right now, I can hear it. So, hold on. So, I'm filming at my kitchen table, which is not something you've seen me do. Because I really wanted to have full control over my coloring, and I don't think I could have gotten that in the spare bedroom upstairs, no matter what I laid down on the bed. I don't think it would have been good enough. So now this is just my take on the Winnie the Pooh characters. I've pulled up on my iPad a picture to help me, but I always say there are no rules in art. And I can color Winnie the Pooh as yellow or as brown as I would like because it's art and it's fun. This is called Spanish Orange. It's a Prismacolor. I have, like I said, I've got this whole set that's been well used by my daughter for too long. But anyway, that's okay. At least she's an artist, that's what matters. She's coloring and all that. One of my favorite toys when I was younger was a Winnie the Pooh. It had a pull string. I don't remember what it said though, but it was so cute. And we're talking like 40 years ago, a little under 40 years ago, but yeah. It's been a long time since I saw that toy. A very long time. I like it so far. I hope you do, Judge Dredd. I hope you like it. Let's add, I feel like Pooh needs a little touch try this kind of coral color. This is called Salmon Pink. No, wait, that's for Piglet. I got out some, oh, here's an orange color. That's for Tigger, though. What I'm looking for is like a pretty little light brown. Let's see. This is more of a light gray. French gray is what it's called. What is this one called? Chocolate. That's too dark. What color is this? Peach beige. That may be it. Let's see what this one looks like. Still may not be quite dark enough, but let's see. Oh, I don't think this is going to be dark enough, but it might be once I get it all shaded in. I know that I'm not doing this correctly, quote unquote. Again, I say there's no rules in art. And as long as you're having fun, having a good time, that's what matters. Okay. No, wait. Is this the one I used? No. What did I use on Pooh Bear? Was it this one? Spanish orange? I guess it was. All right. Here we go. I like that. And now Pooh's shirt is orangey red. Now I've pulled crimson red. I may try that one and mix it in with pomegranate. I know I have a cherry red. I mean, there's hundreds. Oh, there were, I should say. This is poppy red. Let me go ahead and sharpen it up too, just to see. I think poppy red might be the best one. Let's see. Yes, I think so. When's the last time you sat down and colored something? Like really colored something like I'm doing right now instead of on an app. I can't remember the last time that I actually used colored pencils or markers or anything to color with. Although I have been working on my art journal, and I'll show y'all that in another video once I get some more done to it. Cute, cute, cute. That's what it did. It sang the Winnie the Pooh song. Winnie the Pooh, chubby little something all covered in fluff. If you know the words, sing them, because I do not remember the words. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, na 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 na. Okay, this was poppy red, and that's just about it, but I still want to add a little crimson in here just for fun, just for some extra texture and dimension. I think you can manipulate just about any art supply into doing all sorts of things. Oh, that's the rest of Pooh's. No, that's Piglet's arm. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, now it's time for Piglet. Now Piglet is pink and pink and pink. So, which of these? This is called pomegranate. This is called processed red. This is neon pink. I think the nose and ears are neon pink, aren't they? I think so. What you doing, Mags? Are you being a good girl, Maggie? Are you being a good girl? She's thirsty. I've never known a little dog that drank as much as Maggie. She's a pug, that's why she makes those funny sounds. Right now she's trying to make sure Delilah didn't leave any crumbs in her bowl of food. I like this processed red for Piglet's little shirt. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Maggie, give up, baby. Give up. You gonna sit by me? I only talk baby talk to animals. Dogs especially. I never talk to my babies with baby talk. That's why they are such great talkers these days. In all honesty though, not just saying this because I'm their mother, but they do have a pretty wide vocabulary, especially my 11-year-old. I'm quite proud of her. But you are welcome to talk baby talk to any baby or animal that you would like. I just always chose not to. There's Piglet. Okay, now we've got to find the perfect lightest shade of pink. This one's called blush pink. I think this may be it. This may be the perfect color. Yes, the perfect color. I cannot believe I'm sitting here coloring while my son is driving my daughter to Second and Charles. What an odd stage of life I'm in. It makes me happy. As I always say, the days are long, but the years are short. Sometimes a day feels like it lasts a lifetime. But the years just fly by. Fly by so quickly. And then a little of that color at the bottom of the feet. Okay. Now, choose this dark red to be inside the mouth there. This is the crimson red. I had not used this one yet. I like it. Hang on. Okay. Now Tigger. He's yellow in places. And he's orange in places. This is called yellowed orange. Let me just sharpen this really quick. Oh no, I broke it. Maybe that was too big. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Oh, I like it. I think that's the perfect shade. Be right back. I'm gonna grab a coffee filter. Dump pencil shavings into. Oh, there are some amazing uses besides just filtering coffee that a coffee filter can do. Right now it's gonna be my trash can, so I don't have to keep getting up and there we go. Back to Tigger. Do you hear that? I tell you, when you live with 4 dogs, it's never completely quiet, and that's fine with me. You gonna lay down, Maggie? Y'all, that dog. She deserves her own channel. She is hilarious. I did not know a dog could be that funny. But she is so much fun. Have you ever wondered why they have to pin the tail on the donkey? Why doesn't Eeyore's tail just stay? I don't know a lot about Winnie the Pooh. Seems kind of odd to me. I wish I had Tigger's energy. I could get so much done if I had his energy. But nope. I'm more like Eeyore when it comes to energy, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. This is still the top of his foot. And then there's his tail, so it's gonna be this color. Now, Tigger's feet, the bottom of his feet are much darker orange. And then his tummy is yellow. Though his tummy's really not showing. Or is it? I can't tell. Just getting her sister inside. That's what she was doing. Little piece of colored pencil. Okay. I'm going to use a little yellow throughout Tigger's body. Then I'm going to go back and put a little bit of orange in his tummy. Just a little bit. Okay, all we have left is Eeyore. Now, Eeyore's kind of tricky. He's blue and he's blue and he's blue. How about we use two blues? Let's see what these are called. This one is called Periwinkle. This one is Cobalt Blue. Wait a minute, what about this one? This one is Blue Lake. Let's go ahead and get it sharp, just in case. Okay, now let's do the nose first. Looks like. I just realized I didn't color Piglet's little arm. sharpen the brown because Eeyore's nostrils are brown. Just there. Like that. Oh, that's right. I was going to do a darker orangey color for the bottom of Tigger's feet. And then I'll be done with Tigger. I'm going to mix it with the orange that I used. There we go. Okay, Eeyore, let's see. His insides are lighter than his outsides. Okay, where else? Oh my goodness, hang on. I didn't color Tigger's tail. Things are starting to get too confusing. Okay, this part of Tigger and his tail, obviously. Which part is Eeyore? I would think that this is part of Eeyore. I hope so anyway. And then he's a darker color on his outsides. And I can't remember what color his tail and bow are, so I'm gonna have to look that up. You sleepy, Max? I got 2 dogs on my feet, y'all. Awesome having dogs. I love it. Okay, now let me look up and see what color his tail is. He's got a pink bow on his tail. What color is that? And a gray button. All right. A pink bow. It's so funny how much pugs sound like pigs. Oink, oink, oink. Oink, 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 says Maggie. Now they say the button looks kind of silvery. It looks like a button. So I think gray. That's a perfect gray. This is called Cool Gray. And there we have it. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fun? That was so much fun. I hope you like this Judge Dredd. I really do hope you like this picture. Now that we've colored the picture, I've gotten. Let's use double-sided tape. We'll stick it on there. How about that? So, it's for Judge Dredd. Not do that. Okay, and this video is gonna post on Saturday. July the 2nd. There we go. Now, how about we read the book? This is called Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. Now it happened that Kanga had felt rather motherly that morning and wanting to count things like Rue's vests and how many pieces of soap there were left and the 2 clean spots in Tigger's feeder. So she had sent them out with a packet of watercress sandwiches for Rue and a packet of extract of malt sandwiches for Tigger to have a nice long morning in the forest, not getting into mischief. And off they had gone. And as they went, Tigger told Rue, who wanted to know, all about the things that Tiggers could do. Can they fly? Asked Rue. Yes, said Tigger. They're very good flyers. Tiggers are stormy good flyers. Oh, said Rue. Can they fly as well as Owl? Yes, said Tigger. Only they don't want to. Why don't they want to? Well, they just don't like it somehow. Rue couldn't understand this because he thought it would be lovely to be able to fly. But Tigger said it was difficult to explain to anybody who wasn't a Tigger himself Well, said Roo, can they jump as far as kangas? Yes, said Tigger, when they want to. I love jumping, said Roo. Let's see who can jump farthest, you or me. I can, said Tigger, but we mustn't stop now or we shall be late. Late for what? For whatever we want to be in time for, said Tigger, hurrying on. In a little while they came to the 6 pine trees. I can swim, said Roo. I fell into the river and I swimmed. Can Tiggers swim? Of course they can. Tiggers can do everything. Can they climb trees better than Pooh? Asked Roo, stopping under the tallest pine tree and looking up at it. Climbing trees is what they do best, said Tigger. Much better than Pooh's. Could they climb this one? They're always climbing trees like that, said Tigger. Up and down all day. Ooh, Tigger, are they really? I'll show you, said Tigger bravely. And you can sit on my back and watch me. For of all the things which he had said Tiggers could do, the only one he felt really certain about suddenly was climbing trees. Oh, Tigger, oh, Tigger, oh, Tigger, squeaked Roo excitedly. So he sat on Tigger's back and up they went. Oh, I love that dog. Okay, back to the story. So, Roo has climbed onto Tigger's back, and Tigger is going to climb a tree. And for the first 10 feet, Tigger said happily to himself, "Up we go." And for the next 10 feet, he said, "I always said Tiggers could climb trees." And for the next 10 feet, he said, "Not that it's easy, mind you." And for the next 10 feet, he said, of course, there's the coming down too, backwards. And then he said, which will be difficult unless one fell, when it would be easy. And at the word easy, the branch he was standing on broke suddenly, and he just managed to clutch at the one above him as he felt himself going. And then slowly he got his chin over it, and then one back paw, then the other, until at last he was sitting on it, breathing very quickly and wishing that he had gone in for swimming instead. Where were they? We were up in the tree, right? Okay. That's right. Ooh, Tigger, he said excitedly. Are we at the top? No, said Tigger. Are we going to the top? No, said Tigger. Oh, said Roo rather sadly. And then he went on hopefully. That was a lovely bit just now when you pretended we were going to fall bump to the bottom and we didn't. Will you do that bit again? No, said Tigger. Roo was silent for a little while and then he said, Shall we eat our sandwiches, Tigger? And Tigger said, Yes, where are they? And Roo said, At the bottom of the tree. And Tigger said, I don't think we'd better eat them just yet. So they didn't. By and by, Pooh and Piglet came along. Look, Pooh, said Piglet suddenly. There's something in one of the pine trees. So there is, said Pooh, looking up wonderingly. There's an animal. Pooh, cried Piglet. I believe it's Tigger and Roo. So it is, said Pooh. Hello, Roo, called Piglet. What are you doing? We can't get down, cried Roo. Isn't it fun? Pooh, isn't it fun? Tigger and I are living in a tree like Owl. And we're going to stay here forever and ever. I can see Piglet's house. Piglet, I can see your house from here. Aren't we high? Is Owl's house as high up as this? How did you get there, Roo? Asked Piglet. On Tigger's back. And Tiggers can't climb downwards because their tails get in the way, only upwards. And Tigger forgot about that when we started, and he's only just remembered. So we've got to stay here forever and ever, unless we go higher. What did you say, Tigger? Oh, Tigger says if we go higher, we shan't be able to see Piglet's house so well, so we're going to just stop here. Piglet, said Pooh solemnly when he had heard all this, what shall we do? And he began to eat Tigger's sandwiches. Are they stuck? Asked Piglet anxiously. Pooh nodded. Couldn't you climb up to them? I might, Piglet, and I might bring Roo down on my back, but I couldn't bring Tigger down, so we must think of something else. And in a thoughtful way, he began to eat Roo's sandwiches too. Whether he would have thought of anything before he had finished the last sandwich, I don't know. But he had just got to the last but one when there was a crackling in the bracken, and Christopher Robin and Eeyore came strolling along together. I shouldn't be surprised if it held a good deal tomorrow, Eeyore was saying. Blizzards and whatnot, being fine today doesn't mean anything. It has no, what's that word? Well, it has none of that. It's just a small piece of weather. There's Pooh, said Christopher Robin, who didn't much mind what it did tomorrow as long as he was out in it. Hello, Pooh. It's Christopher Robin, said Piglet. He'll know what to do. They hurried up to him. Oh, Christopher Robin, began Pooh. And Eeyore, said Eeyore. Tigger and Roo are right up the 6 pine trees, and they can't get down, and I was just saying, put in Piglet, that if only Christopher Robin and Eeyore, if only you were here, then we could think of something to do. Christopher Robin looked up at Tigger and Roo and tried to think of something. I thought, said Piglet earnestly, that if Eeyore stood at the bottom of the tree, and if Pooh stood on Eeyore's back, and if I stood on Pooh's shoulders, and if Eeyore's back snapped suddenly, then we could all laugh, ha ha, amusing in a quiet way, said Eeyore, but not really helpful. Well, said Piglet meekly, I thought, would it break your back, Eeyore? Asked Pooh, very much surprised. That's what would be so interesting, Pooh, not being quite sure till afterwards. Pooh said, oh, and they all began to think again. I've got an idea, cried Christopher Robin suddenly. Listen to this, Piglet, said Eeyore, and then you'll know what we're trying to do. I'll take off my tunic, and we'll each hold a corner, and then Roo and Tigger can jump into it, and it will be all soft and bouncy for them, and they won't hurt themselves. Getting Tigger down, said Eeyore, and not hurting anybody. Keep those two ideas in your head, Piglet, and you'll be all right. When Roo understood what he had to do, he was wildly excited and cried out, Tigger, Tigger, we're going to jump. Look at me jumping, Tigger, like flying my jumping will be. Can Tiggers do it? And he squeaked out, I'm coming, Christopher Robin, and he jumped straight into the middle of the tunic. And he was going so fast that he bounced up again almost as high as where he was before, and went on bouncing and saying, ooh, for quite a long time, and then at last he stopped and said, oh, lovely, and they put him on the ground. Come on, Tigger, he called out, it's easy. But Tigger was holding on to the branch and saying to himself, it's all very well for jumping animals like kangas, but it's quite different for swimming animals like Tiggers. And he thought of himself floating on his back down a river, or striking out from one island to another, and he felt that that was really the life for a Tigger. Come along, called Christopher Robin, you'll be all right. Just wait a moment, said Tigger nervously. Small piece of bark in my eye, and he moved slowly along his branch. Come on, it's easy, squeaked Roo. And suddenly, Tigger found how easy it was. Ow, he shouted as the tree flew past him. Look out, cried Christopher Robin to the others. There was a crash and a tearing noise and a confused heap of everybody on the ground. Christopher Robin and Pooh and Piglet picked themselves up first. Then they picked Tigger up, and underneath everybody else was Eeyore. Oh, Eeyore, cried Christopher Robin, are you hurt? and he felt him rather anxiously and dusted him and helped him to stand up again. Eeyore said nothing for a long time, and then he said, "Is Tigger there?" Tigger was there, feeling bouncy again already. "Yes," said Christopher Robin, "Tigger's here." "Well, just thank him for me," said Eeyore. The end. So there you go, Judge Dredd. There is your picture and your book. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope everyone enjoyed it. But I'm glad I could do that for you. So, as always, I wish you sweet, sweet dreams from Satisfying Lullaby ASMR, and a good night.